Welcome back everyone to episode 18 of Heralds of Hispania. I did some shuffling around between episodes, kind of looked at where we needed to construct and what we needed to improve for our economy, and I determined to add some glassworks because I looked at the local price of glass and realized local glass prices are pretty high in a lot of states except for Galicia and Asturias. So I think that what we need to do, first off, to balance out this negative balance and address our shortages within our own economy, is add glassworks to the states that don't have them currently. So we added some to Aragon, Toledo, and then we did Valencia as well. Now, Belarus is having a issue with infrastructure. Oh, no issues with infrastructure there. It seems fine. So I think what we're going to do is unpause at this time, and we're going to slow down because we're in 1902, and I think it's time we take things a little bit more critical. And looking at the rankings, we are currently number 7 again. However, if you look at standard of living, we're at 14.1. We're tied with Great Britain. So people in Spain have just as high quality as those in Great Britain, and our GDP is matching Austria, or close to, surpassed Russia, surpassed Prussia, and I think that what we need to do, because if we look at military, pretty sure these countries have far higher militaries. Yep, look at that. Austria's 400. So a lot of that is power projection. So until we solve this shortage, we got to address the shortage of glass and steel. Once we solve that, we're just going to pump troops, and it's going to push our global power rankings far up, because in reality, I feel like these other countries, their rankings are kind of inflated just because of their military. And this playthrough has honestly been very non-militaristic. We have been playing as Spain that has been expanding economically within its own territories, a few colonistic territories, but I'm very proud of what we've done this playthrough of expanding within our borders and competing in a way that goes toe-to-toe with nations that have a lot more territory than us. I think the next playthrough will definitely do a more aggressive playthrough of grabbing more territory, etc. But I've enjoyed this as Spain and making the country itself just outright more powerful in its own ways. Okay, so we have to queue some more construction. Let's take a look at our market. Organize things by market price. Definitely more steel. We have 4 more steel mills, and honestly, I think at the moment we just need to do a whole bunch of steel mills. I think adding some to Toledo would be good. Now with Galicia, do they have access to iron? They do. So adding the steel mills here is a good move. So add some more there. Oop, did not mean to click that. I think 2 more in Galicia. There's a notification I noticed over here at the C node. 99%. It is because our convoys are suffering. So we do need to add some more ports. Hey, look at that. First click. First time for Legionnaires to do that. Now the key is adding these ports in places where it's not going to suffer industrial employment or other crucial parts of our economy. Now I think it is going to be a challenge. Galicia is actually a great candidate. We're going to add 2 more to Galicia, and hopefully that suffices. We'll unpause. We're going to also take a look at our laws real quick. I think it's time we go to propertied women. It's probably going to be a battle, but it's a battle that nonetheless we need to do. Because we need more people in our workforce. Bottom line up front. Oh, that negative balance is going to be bad. We really need to solve it quick. Hopefully these steel mills, glassworks are going to be sufficient. And actually, we probably want to do more. So, steelworks, glassworks. We're going to add some glassworks. But I'm curious. So, glassworks takes lead and porcelain. Where we're producing lead is Valencia, Aragon, and Catalonia. So, let's go back to the glassworks. So, Valencia, Aragon, and Catalonia. Oh, interestingly enough, these provinces don't have nearly as much glassworks as they should. So adding some there will have an extremely productive glassworks facility because of the access of the goods of lead, etc. Everything else looks okay. Rubber is kind of high. If we were to increase rubber, we'd probably want to do it in Puerto Rico. Construction efficiency is minus 33% in Puerto Rico. I want to know why that is. It's tax waste. And oh no, that's from turmoil. If you look at the population here, it's 100% Catholic, mostly laborers, clerks, and farmers, landowners, and industrialists. So what we need to do is actually industrialize Puerto Rico. We might even... Can we downsize? We can't downsize the tobacco. Maybe we try to find a place to export tobacco to increase the productivity and profitability of the states in those regions. So like Prussian market, they're going to buy 75. That's amazing. That actually is something we've been needing. We need more tobacco buyers, though. We also have a trade agreement with France. I'm going to accept this. I want other nations to start trading with us now. I want them to buy the surplus goods we have available so that every industry is profitable for all of our people. Fabrics, we want to export. Prussian market. Now, the thing is we're going to start running short on convoys very quickly. So we need to expand our ports. Places like Catalonia, Navarra, Asturias. Let's check job seekers. Valencia. Eastern Andalusia. We'll do regions like that. Paper here is not productive. I want to know, so wood prices, although those should have dropped significantly since we switched to steel frame buildings. We have desperate allies. We're going to do this, plus 20% enactment chance. Great, so now we're at 32% for propertied women. And we have open hearth for steel. This is what we've been waiting for. We're going to go to our steel mills and switch over these places to open hearth where it's going to be profitable. So I think Asturias is a great candidate. Honestly, so all that's happening is laborers are being increased in their employment status to engineers and machinists, which means they have higher access to income because they are higher skilled employees, which is great. increasing our demand of iron because we have excess iron, and also increasing our production of steel itself. Toledo, I think Toledo should switch over, and I just want to see what that did with those changes so far. Glass is still the main culprit, I believe, of our costs, because now steel prices are only plus 26%. Let's solve the steel crisis. Aragon, let's go to open hearth. If I was in open hearth, Asturias is in open hearth. Galatia, let's go to open hearth. Oh, we are exporting steel. So what we want to do is do a safeguard for our economy. Protect domestic supply. Oh, we cannot protect domestic supply because of us being laissez-faire. Okay, so we'll unpause, see what happens here. Tooling workshops, we need to possibly start switching some of these over. Yeah, demand of tools is rising. So maybe in a lower region like Asturias, we switch over to machine tools, and it will be more profitable. It's going to raise the demand of rubber, but that's fine, because I think that the regions where we're producing rubber, it's going to encourage the employment, such as in regions like Puerto Rico, where we look over at Puerto Rico. I want to make sure that the rubber is fully employed. Wouldn't imagine that it's not, and it's not actually, funny enough. We are going to do automated irrigation. I actually think we want to encourage. It's not incorporated. I want to see. It's impoverished. If you were to incorporate it, it's going to lower our standard of living. However, it might be worth lowering. I can't lower sugar. Trying to find the sugar plantations. There we go. Sorry, I was blind. Puerto Rico. It is privately owned. Corporatism is unlocked. Minus 10% radicals from standard living increases in accepted cultures. Okay. I don't know how to get more people to move there unless we incorporate it, and then I think it's actually time for us to incorporate Puerto Rico. We can't afford the bureaucracy right now though, so what we need to do is once again add some more government administration, to add some more bureaucracy. Of course, we're going to add to places that need the most tax improvements, but at the same time not try to take away from employment to that makes these regions not as productive. So we're going to do Valencia, we're going to do Asturias. Firearms industry, not too productive. If we did publicly traded, that would increase the profitability. Now, if we take a look at our military and our armies, the third army, we're going to go ahead and switch these to trench. Upgrade these, upgrade these. So now they're going to go to trench infantry. We're also going to upgrade the first Spanish army. Oh. Upgrade these guys. Upgrade the second Spanish army. These are already upgraded. Glass is expensive. Let's check our construction. We need to add more glass. We'll add one to Eastern Andalusia. And these are being upgraded to trench infantry. We also want to upgrade our artillery to shrapnel artillery. Now, what that might do is increase our demands for firearms, munitions, etc. It doesn't seem like we're in any problem here or any deficit. However, if we could get an export for fabrics, that would be great. Possibly getting an export for luxury clothing. Yes, that's extremely productive to the Macron market. And then the Joharan market, we're going to export some there. Glassworks are finishing. We're finishing the ports. Still, the big enemy is our glass price. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at our industry. We're going to add some glassworks, even more so to Toledo. Badajoz. I think adding to Badajoz will be fine. Glassworks to Badajoz. Now, tool workshops, they're having a hard time hiring just because I don't think it's as profitable for them. Take a look at tool prices. Yeah, we have a huge tool surplus. We could export a large amount to the French market, and that's going to help out those people to be far more productive. And then also look at our GDP. We're at 70.3, or just for that 1 minute, we were there at 70.3. Newspaper offer support. We'll take it. It doesn't matter. We're already so negative. Okay, steel has normalized. Glass should normalize. What else is driving our costs absolutely crazy? It's actually starting to stabilize. We're only at minus 52.6k. So we went from a minus 120 around there at the start to now minus 50. And I think as we continue to build these ports, or not ports, glassworks, steelworks, etc., we'll be fine. We do need to add some more coal. So we're going to go into our resources, add some coal mines. I think Aragon should probably use like 3, maybe Valencia a couple, Asturias a couple. And we want to try to make our country as attractive for people to migrate. So we have no migration laws, but we also want to switch away from national supremacy to maybe like racial segregation. Cultures will be accepted based on heritage, culture, trait. So I think down here, the further down we go, the better as far as immigration goes. We're growing at 1.22%. That's a good growth rate. Technology, we're working on camera. Then we're going to go to the Jean Ecole. Then we're going to need... I think wargaming. Because I think how prestige works is it's a large part of military is how you gain prestige in Victoria 3, although the combat is atrocious. And that's a large part of why I haven't played a very military campaign, is because I think in Victoria 3, the military combat is just so bad, and I don't enjoy it like I do in like Hearts of Iron 4 or like Crusader Kings 3. It just encourages economic plays. Okay, we do need to add some more bureaucracy because I think I want to, as far as institutions go, we can't add more education. We could back off on colonialism because in reality, I don't think there's anything we're going to colonize now. And I do think that is the play. We're going to back off of this. I do wonder if there's anyone who would accept an alliance now. Because if we look at this, form alliances, we need another major power. Still no luck. Reaching... Oh wow, Portugal is pretty close joining into our customs union. We can't afford to bankroll them. I'm getting too ambitious here. Glassworks. Really, it's Glassworks, and I think Glassworks relies on what goods again? Let's take a look in one of the states. Glassworks, Glassworks. You don't have Glassworks, you do. Lead is slowly creeping up. I believe we have lead in either Eastern Andalusia. Nope. Let's just check where we have lead. So Valencia, Aragon. Okay. So if we take a look at these lead mines, they have all the efficiency standards they need. We'll expand Valencia. And we quickly need to also add some more lead mines, or not lead mines, glassworks. So add some to Valencia, Aragon. I think we're gonna... we can't decrease the agriculture. That's really sad. There we go. Automated irrigation helped out for the wine. If we were to do automated irrigation here, it does free up 500 employees. I guess I can take... I'll get what I can take. So we're going to take a look at this. Food industries... we can't do automated there. Paper mills. I am going to go ahead and switch those over to the rotary valves. All the steel mills are on rotary valves. Yeah, we're going to switch this to the water tube boilers. However, it's going to make some regions suffer. Catalonia is suffering because why? Steel prices. We need to drive down steel prices even more. We've actually largely solved excuse me. We've largely solved the steel price shortage and glass as well. Now we're having a shortage of coal. We will add some more coal miners to Catalonia and Aragon. Trade centers here. I'm going to get rid of any trades that are not profitable. Take a look at revenue. Like this iron isn't profitable. Fine arts. We'll do all of these. We're actually just going to delete all the non-profitable ones and see what that does for our economy. Once again, maybe going to higher taxes. High taxes will be a last line of defense against this. Steel is plus 9%. Glass. I think it is time we expand military more. Go to our army tab. Check these guys out. We'll add more shrapnel artillery. We'll add some here. Okay, standard of living's at 14.2. GDP now has reached 71 million. I just think until we get more population, we're just going to struggle. And I think the huge issue with that is we don't have the territories that are available to other nations. Like when we look at Great Britain, their population is 45 million. We probably shouldn't have done, at the end of the day, fast forwarding like 5 episodes, we probably shouldn't have created an independent region here in Spanish Senegal, because we really needed this population. Because if you look at it, 1.41, 842, 12K. It probably was a bad move. I want to look at this region here. Population. We have 86K. How do we solve this financial crisis here? Construction goods. Okay. Let us take a look at what these construction goods need. It's steel, explosives, tools. So we need to expand tools. Tool prices are high. If we look at our tool buildings, we can probably go to more machine tools. And actually, I'm going to switch Galatia to machine tools. They probably are going to have a hard time hiring. No, they did just fine. Now, rubber is the issue. Where do we have rubber resources? Puerto Rico. We might need to incorporate Puerto Rico. And actually, I'm going to incorporate Puerto Rico. It's going to take 5 years. Just so we can encourage migration there. Resources, rubber. They're still continuing to hire here. Maybe incorporate here and then increase the education. It might be worth just building universities there. Incorporating education, maybe that was too many, like 1. And then we can do the social mobility. Awesome. Look at that. Just off of getting that law, we're immediately positive because we have more people in the workplace. I want to take a look at these laws again. We have no migration controls. Hopefully that solves a lot of the employment crisis. But also we're only constructing 2 things, and that is probably why our balance is positive. Take a look once again. Military goods, rifles are extremely positive. Could probably go with expanding the military even more. It says too many artillery. Trench infantry, let's just go with Castile. So that is going to put us far over our current cap. but we can easily add a general. Now maybe we look at these last years and looking at a conflict, and if we were to do so, I think our military tech needs to get bolt action rifle and wargaming and destroyer, and then maybe we can go to war with a major power in hopes that no other major power joins in. I think adding more of the capital ships, that'll be fine. I want to make sure we have all of our military upgraded as far as army goes to trench warfare. These are still on skirmish. We'll upgrade those. We'll upgrade these. So that's 3rd Spanish, 1st Spanish. Upgrade these to shrapnel. And look at that, plus 50k. Well, it's because we have nothing constructing right now. Ammunition is low, so we need to add some ammunition industries. Ammunition needs explosives and lead. So, states with lead are preferred. So Valencia is a great place for munition industries. We'll add 2 more there. And what else is demanded in our market? Munitions. Rubber is extremely expensive. We need far more rubber. Oh, we have a monument to the Queen. Let's see. Yes, let us do a monument worthy of the Queen. Queen Isabel has treated us so well. Well, anyways, I think this is a great place to end this video. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I can't wait to see y'all next time. Like and subscribe.